Testing, testing, blah, 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 blah. Alright, trying new games today. There's a lot of warning.
Check if the thing is can hear you.
Can see?
Yeah, but later in the stream it's really hard to
I think I need to lower the
sound. Yes.
yeah. Testing, testing, blah blah blah. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing. Test, test. Give us a second. Testing, testing. Testing. Testing, testing, blah blah blah. Testing. Alright, it doesn't seem too bad. Please enter my name. Sion. So let's see what this is on about. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. Sounds annoying. That girl is Sayuri, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today. But it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. Okay. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. Same. On the oversleeping part. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayuri catch up to me. Ha! Wow! I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. And you say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Sam. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayuri. Hey. We cross the street together and make our ways to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Sion, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did. In one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever the fuck she's going on about. Sayuri likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content with just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Sounds like a loser. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. GG. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a need in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind, at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and is over before I know it. After I packed up my things, I stared blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I looked around and realized that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Mini. Sayori is the vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure that she only did it because she thought it would be fun to start a new club. Since she was the first one to show me interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club, man. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday that I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Hehe. Don't make promises that you can't keep, man. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she is so cunning as to have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice thing about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Sam, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ears, and then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Sayori, and this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, that's right? Is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Sam. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica is probably the most popular girl in class, smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Sam. We make room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As I already mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica, one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts up the foil of the tray to reveal a dozen of white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Hey, well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica, I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get the icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. But why are you thanking me? It's not like Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Make them for you or anything? I thought you technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe. But not for you, you, dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Hey, don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri is just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature cup? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seems really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, It's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member of, like, any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages people to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica is a really great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't any more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you are both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festivals much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still really don't know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Sam, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying, man? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of a teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eye lighted up that she finds her comfort in world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you in for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grabbed something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eye darted over me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say Out Loud. And give that back. Fine, fine. Hey, your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and put her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Eh, well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. I'm not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I really wanted to read everyone's poem. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Huh? Natsuki and Yuri looks quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Oh. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Sam? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we are back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lost my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought. So you're I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poem is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember today's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Sam, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. I hope the game doesn't ask me to write the thing, because that sounds difficult, man. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girl continued to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Sam, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I would never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, And of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. So I already know a bit about this game, so I'm pretty sure this is wrong. Let's see what happens. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Oh god. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member would like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Man. Um, this is definitely pretty difficult. I'll go with empty, I guess. Wait, maybe I should save first. How do I save? Oh, there's auto save already, but let's save this too. Let's go with empty variance. Empty pleasure. Empty sensation. Sure. I think I'm just gonna press whatever words that I think is interesting, I guess, cause like none of them like string together like a poem, so I'm not sure how this is gonna work, to be honest. Interesting. I'm not sure if the words, when I pressed the words, the image of the girls jumped. Like, does that mean that words corresponding to that girl, or because it doesn't feel that way, but I'm not so sure because I never hit the middle girl somehow. Hi again, Sam. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha ha ha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. But I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Sam. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Wait, let me try something real quick. Testing, testing. Wait, this seems to be much louder. This could be nice. Hope this isn't too loud. All of a sudden, I will move a bit back so that it's not too loud. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any club this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. Oh man, I really did that in high school. To like go to a boring club and just hang out and waste time because it was mandatory. It's not like this one. Like this guy doesn't even have to take it, which is nice. But I had to take one. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry guys, Sam always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy and it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? Hehehe. You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Sam can become good friends too. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even bought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori? Eh, me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori make it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? Hey, I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. You make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she's waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah, crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. ... That only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed it in the first place. But I'm just reading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over at the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an oblivious looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright, I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. It's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came out from nowhere. Haha. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Sam? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy this kind of stories, don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I ended up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. That's I really don't think you need to worry. That just means that you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slid into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. But just tell me if I ended up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Yeah, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more in between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right arm to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb and flips it to her side. But in holding it like this, we huddle even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Yeah? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a little bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I will be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you have been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate challenge. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all of the things she says and does. Like she's afraid that she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but I kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerism. I see. Yuri remained silent for a moment. But Sam, that's probably... a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. But wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, minasan. I think it's about time we share today's poem with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long enough. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know. That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. By the way, do you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration, since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically, I like to use this word a lot, I'm having a hard time saying it, pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? I guess Yuri, since, we've talked this whole time. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Huh? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, and then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a deep breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of a new writer. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned how to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Jesus. Ghosts Under the Light. Oh, starting with the horror theme already, huh? Oh.
There's so much reading.
The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. Oh wow.
Anything interesting happened?
Not really. Just like I when I write my poem, I put all the more disturbing stuff instead.
Whose icon shook?
Yuri and
Natsuki.
no,
Sayuri.
Natsuki never
Monica.
no, the other one, Sayori, yeah. The more how do you say, like self-deprecating ones, Sayori would jump, and then the more disturbing ones,
AKA
Yuri.
suicidal.
I see. Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Who are you trying here?
Yuri. So far she's the what?
Is she your best girl?
Probably, yeah. I mean, none of them are interesting, so
I like Monica.
but
What? Bruh, are you kidding me?
the last remaining straight light to have withstood the test of time. Okay, I quite like her poem. I feel what she's trying to say.
Who?
Yuri.
I don't like Yuri.
Cool.
I don't like Yuri because
I bet she starts killing everyone.
No.
Oh shit. I bathe. Calms, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Yeah, whatever. But cool, very nice. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Oh, that's because I was talking to my fiance.
That's weird, bro. You're supposed to be single.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I got distracted, man, by other elements outside of the game. Because you and I are not in the same dimension here.
But she is.
Oh shit. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
He doesn't fucking read, man. He's there for the boobs.
I know.
Wait, did he say that in the start?
No, he said they are cute. He never said boobs.
No.
She has the bigger boobs, so that's one of the reasons I picked her too.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, that's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it's really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually like longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Hoo. Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Sam. Yeah, that's what I thought too. Man, my character is a fucking idiot, man. It's about time, man.
He likes vagina, that's it.
That is so unfortunate, man. The problem with this game is I don't relate the character, you know?
No one does.
Oh, okay. Because he's such a loser.
He's a incel.
Yeah. Really? He's like a neat embodiment.
Yeah.
I must have totally missed the point. I didn't, Sam
Because you
didn't,
read
okay?
books.
You said me?
Yes.
I don't,
The
but
character doesn't read books.
I don't read books, but I don't know what she's talking about.
Bro, what the hell? You read books like crazy.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all.
I never read books, so one book is more than enough.
But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than telling a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of her past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. That's what I thought too, man. I mean, I got it from the poem already, man. I didn't need her explaining it. Man, this guy is a fucking idiot, man. I hadn't even thought of that. That's why he gets fucked up, because he's an idiot. If he's not an idiot, he would have escaped all this situation long time ago. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too. So, I actually don't know what I wrote, like, they never show me mine. I just picked the words, right, so. And the words, right, they never string together, like, logically, you know, so. I don't even know what the fuck I wrote. Nah. Alright. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this. But in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Sam. Me too. Who should I show my poem to next? I guess I already, since she's the next most jumpy one. This is a really good poem, Sam. Are you really sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? Hey, I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all.
You're giving her the Marguerite version.
Yeah, she acts like a bit stupider, much stupider. Yeah. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Mayuri, I give a very soft voice. This one is so much more annoying. Well, in my mind it's different, yeah. But I know I can't control my voice that well, so.
Sounds like her.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Sam. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have a lot of fun here, okay? That would be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Hehehe. I'm sure it's really shit. That's why I thought like all the other girls, right, they probably have something pretty okay. And then this girl will have the shittiest one. We'll see about that. Wow, the song changed. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my foreheads to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. There are some parts that is good.
You know who the sunshine is, right?
Him, right? My character, yeah.
Who else would she write about?
Yeah. That was pretty obvious. So I already... This is just a guess, but... Did you wait until this morning to write this? No! Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question, man. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still try my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah, especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. Hehehe. This was so much fun. Monica is the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Cool. Who should I show my poem to next? Monica, I guess. Eh?
What?
Press wrong, I think. Or does it like trick you to press wrong or something? But anyway, yeah, it's fine, whatever. Doesn't change anything for me. Huh? Sam, if you're not gonna take this club seriously, then go home. What? Hush. What, you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, they put effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd actually read it. Painful to think about. Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you probably think it's stupid. What the? Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can sleep, horses can race, owls can see, cheetahs can run, cheetah spell wrong, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it.
That's not right.
Spell right? Is correct? Oh, okay. Shit, I'm the illiterate one. Okay. It's weird, but the last line makes it much more deeper. So that's interesting. Very simple.
Like her brain.
Yeah. Is it?
What?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, she's the one with the least amount of personality so far.
It's just a scenario.
Yeah, Sundari is least personality, mark my word here.
Damn.
Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits your heart. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can really be disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Okay, so she's kinda an idiot, huh? But she's talented at the same time, so I guess. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling of in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. But there's no one else to show me. Hi Sam. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever had any suggestion for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, wanna share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Haha, don't worry Sam. We are all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Sam. I was going in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations so low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. Haha, that's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayuri, Unlike Sayuri, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. It doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. What the fuck? Glory hole. Give me a sec. Need to drink some water. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the speckle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend, I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late, my retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Wow, that's horror as fuck, man. That's even more horror than Yuri's one.
You know what it means, right?
Yuri's gonna love this shit, man. That she's stalking someone and someone's stalking her. Oh, like in the game? Very cool, man. Thanks a lot, stalker.
Now she's stalking you.
Yeah, I know. So, what do you think? I already know cause like I watched the map thing, right? Yeah. But I forgot which girl does it, so now I know, yeah. It's very free form, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Aha, that's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not too sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a little bit. An epiphany? Fuck me, man. Why does it have to be like difficult words like that? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you will never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it out later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. TED Talk.
That's the thing
Oh. What thing do you do?
I kill you.
Well, shit. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little bit more stressful than I anticipated. What the fuck, man? Anticipated. I usually can say it.
That's because you read too many difficult books.
Yeah. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they are just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all.
Except for nothing.
Literature club, but they never seem to do anything though.
Then they're doing
Like, yeah, this is when I joined. And when my character joined.
because you made everything start,
Ooh,
right?
some plot.
That's how it works.
Yeah, but you know, I would expect they already do something beforehand, you know.
No, but you made everything start.
That's crazy, bro. That's the main character syndrome right there. I sighed. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica is happily chatting. My eyes landed on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Wow. What a rude ass motherfucker, man. What? You hate her? Oh. Ah, thanks. Is Yuri gonna kill her? For this?
I can't remember.
Would be nice. Would be funny as fuck, man.
I don't remember.
Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. And Sam did too. So based on that, of course this two is the one that liked it. These two are idiots. Right?
Yeah, the blondes, but with pink hair.
So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. Whoa! Why would you say that, man? That's crazy, bro. Natsuki is gonna explode, man. And Sam liked my poem too, you know. He even told me that he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh shit, man. Some drama shit going on, man. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Sam appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? How do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I wouldn't deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Oh my god. Jesus Christ, man. What the fuck is going on? Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Sam started showing up. Jesus Christ, bro. But thanks for telling me that, though. Bro, what the fuck's going on, man? It's fucking teenage girls. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly both girls turns towards me, as if they just noticed I was standing there. Sam. She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate the simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should just jump at the reader, not forcing them to have to figure it out. Oh, this is very interesting though, like this argument of writing style. I actually enjoy this more than the drama. Help me explain that to her, Sam. Wait. There's a reason why we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not... Why are you doxing yourself, man? Avoiding them is not only unnecessary limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Sam? Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course that's going to be...
Bruh.
Man, what the fuck? I agree with both of them actually.
Now you have to pick your wife.
Sure. Garlic looking yes. Okay. Okay. It progress. Oh wow. What if one of them is garlic? That was more. Okay, good. I got some garlic looking as Mentos by the way. Pineapple Mentos. Yeah, I'm gonna ask Sayuri to help me.
No, you should have went with Yuri. You're on Yuri's path. You wanna get her ending right.
Is there a myself ending?
No. Load it back. I mean you can. It will change that.
Yeah, whatever.
Are you gonna finish it now?
No. Is it that short? No way. Yeah. That's good. As he glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turned to Yuri. Yuri! But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sorry! Eh? Yeah! Everyone's fighting is making Sayuri uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting but you know you're making your friends feel like this? Sam. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Oh my god. Man, I really fucked her up, huh? Yeah, unless Sayuri wants to tell Yuri what a suck-up joke she's being. She will never. It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening up? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes. Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people. And I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautifully pictures in your head. Everyone is so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well... Also, Natsuki is cute, and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always are. Oh, I got a new follower. Thanks, Rita Amara. Thanks for the following. Hope you're enjoying all these voices and not being too cringe about it. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always are. Were. Hi, hello. How are you today? Big and beautiful. Sayuri stands triumphantly. Good. Cool. Today is weekend here, so for us it's also very good. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So, this is why Sayuri is the vice president, huh? I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah, It's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes the two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, minasan. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I say it was worth it. It was alright, mostly. Sam, what about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself. I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Sam, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Hey. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. Hey, what do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've ever seen them fight like that. I promise they are both wonderful people. You don't hate them, right? Do you? No, I don't hate them. No, I'm not. What are you talking about, man? The voice is really strong that way. Careful what you said. No, I don't hate them. I just man. I hope the microphone didn't pick that up, man. Try say something. Again. Okay, lucky you.
Lucky me, lucky you.
What? I wasn't doing it, man.
I didn't say it.
I just wanted your opinion, that's all.
She wants something.
Oh.
She does.
Oh.
Headcanon, she wants to fuck the main character.
I can see why they make good friends with you. Ooh. What the? You know, Sam, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught onto the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? What the? I honestly don't care, man. Like, I'm really not feeling this guy, man. We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I think if I played this when I was younger, I would relate a bit more, yeah. But I'm like too old for this shit, man. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I say that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Okay, so it's kind of late, so I think I will stop here at this like second day. Should I write the thing before I close, or should I? Oh, I should just close. That's what my advisor said here. So let me save. Doesn't matter, at the save will get corrupted anyway. Alright, well that's it for today, I think. So far still hasn't had any weird thing going on, so that's a bit sad. Yeah, maybe it will happen soon. 1 hour. It was just 1 hour. Yeah. After 1 hour, it will go crazy. But it's been 1 hour, exactly 1 hour, see? Yeah, so on the next day, it might be fucked up. Mark her words, guys.
Zuckerberg.
Yeah, Mark Zuckerberg and
Mark Zuckerberg.
Zuckerberg. So, I will see you on the next day, I guess. How do I exit? Oh, DDLC is the name. I was like, is there like a special kind of DLC nowadays? Alright, well, thanks for watching. And thanks for the subscribe, the follow. See you on the next one. Bye bye. What the hell is this? I was about to shut off and... What's this? Well, I already got fucked, man. Seems like we already got fucked. Right? Yeah, anyway. Gonna quit, I guess. Bye bye.